Welcome to day 512 of our Web3 journey. I'm Ed Krasenstein, here with my twin brother Brian, and remember these videos are being sponsored by NFT Tech. They are an investor in DeSoFi. So Brian, we continue to see the federal government in the US go after some crypto and blockchain companies. What's the latest on that?
Yeah, so yesterday we got news that five firms are the target of the FDIC, which is a Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation, that basically they back up deposits in banks and make sure that they're insured so that people that have money in banks don't have to worry about losing it should a bank collapse or should any other crazy thing happen within the financial system. But they went after FTX, which is the biggest one, Crypto News, Crypto SEC.info, smartasset.com, and FDIC and sent them all letters saying that the FDIC believes that the companies are misleading consumers about insurance status of their funds. Uh, I guess all of these companies have stated that the money you put into these websites or into these services are in fact uh, insured, and it can be confusing. The FDIC said that based upon evidence collected by the FDIC, each of these companies made false representations, including on their websites and social media accounts. And these statements said things or suggested that certain crypto related products are FDIC insured, or that stocks held in brokerage accounts are FDIC insured. And that's definitely not the case. The FDIC said that the companies must take immediate corrective action to address the false or misleading statements. And we got a tweet from Brett Harrison, uh, who is a high up employee at FTX, and he said that they really didn't mean to mislead anyone, and they suggest that that FTX US dollars is what's being insured. So if you put US dollars into an FTX account, that is being insured by the FDIC, but the crypto itself is not insured. So it's just interesting. I think the US government's just trying to clean things up and make sure that consumers are safe. Just how far they go, I don't know.
Yeah, I think we're going to see more of this as the crypto space evolves more and more. I think you're going to see the federal government trying to test the bounds of what should be regulated, what should not be regulated, and companies are either going to, go along and agree with them and not fight it out of fear of, being like prosecuted or having your company taken down, or they're going to just go out and they will fight it and argue it in courts, and we're just going to kind of see this play out until the crypto market matures. And I think we're well away from seeing the crypto markets mature.
Yeah, and I think that when you have these downturns and people start losing money because of scams and because of these companies collapsing, I think that's what's kind of pushing the U.S. government to kind of figure out new regulations and protect people more.
Yeah, you got to imagine that when the market has these downturns, people report things to the federal authorities, whether it be the FDIC, whether it be the SEC, whether it be the IRS. And when they get these reports, they have to act on them, at least investigate them and see what's going on. And sometimes it leads to motions that take place like this. So moving on, yesterday was I just want to touch on this. Yesterday was the NFL version of NBA Top Shots, right? They launched. You could buy packs
Well,
yesterday.
so they didn't launch a new pack launch. They actually launched, I think, a couple months ago, but it's starting to get a lot of publicity. They start rolling out a lot of commercials and advertising within the U.S. It's NFL, it's like Top Shots, but with the NFL, same company,
You
Dapper
bought some,
Labs
right?
is the
How did you
company.
do?
So what's that?
You bought some. You bought a pack, right?
Yeah, I bought a pack. I got all commons. It was four cards in a pack for $59. I think the value of the cards I got were about $51. So I lost a little bit of money, but I'll hold those cards and see what happens. It's really addictive, and I can see why NBA Top Shots has been so successful, I think.
So moving on to the DeSo, I guess it's not really a DeSo blockchain. It's sort of the DeSo blockchain. Salil Sethi, the creator of OpenProsper, which is a statistical analysis website built on the DeSo blockchain to analyze different things within that blockchain, has created something called Prospercircle. And this tool, which looks a lot like OpenProsper, is built for the NFT space, not the DeSo NFT space, for the NFT space in general, mostly the ETH NFT space. And it's a really powerful NFT insight tool. It provides meaningful NFT insights about the overall NFT space, individual collections, and even your wallet if you have a wallet that holds Ethereum NFTs. Salil said, quote, "You don't need to be a recovering hedge fund analyst to use an analytics tool. Everyone is welcome." So it's their beta launch right now. They have a lot of tools on the website, but Salil said there's a ton more coming. He said building prospercircle.com tech was 20% of the product building. 80% of product building is yet to be done. So a lot more is coming. So he's going to be bringing all kinds of interesting statistical analysis to the NFT space. Something I think has sort of been missing. There's tools here and there, but no like one major destination to get all of your analytics. And I think Salil can do it. I think he has the mind to do it, and I think he has the motivation to do it. It was also interesting to see Dharmesh Shah yesterday made a tweet about Prospercircle, and he said, "This is cool to get insights on an Ethereum wallet. It's it's the kind of thing I would build, but Salil Sethi built it better." So congrats, Salil Sethi. You're an awesome person. You're an awesome builder. We had a chance to meet Salil, what, 2 or 3 times now, and hang out with him. I think 3 times, right? 3 times.
Yeah,
Miami, New
yep.
York, and LA. Wait, Miami, New York, and
In
somewhere else.
LA.
He wasn't. Was he? Oh yeah, he was in LA. Yeah, so
Yeah.
it was awesome.
Yeah, and it must feel good to get have your project complimented by the founder of HubSpot and a billionaire. Has to feel good. And Salil does amazing work. And just so you know, it's hedge fund analyst, not analysis. Analyst. It's analyst. You pronounced it
I
wrong.
always had like I had a fear of doing that when I was writing the notes up. I know I'm gonna get this wrong because I always say it wrong. So
Yeah,
I'm sorry. It's gonna
Ed's
just be
not great at the
rough.
English language, apparently.
So moving on, Vibehut by One Dolinsky, another great DSO OG who we've had the chance to meet. He announced he's releasing a new feature for Vibehut. So starting today forward, any call that is recorded on Vibehut can now be downloaded in TikTok format. So they say, as we explosively ramp up our network of influencers from DSO and Web2 platforms, look to see more podcast style content being posted to TikTok. And audio only is also an option now. So I love this. I love how Wendolinsky Chris is continuing to iterate upon Vibehut, which has become one of the most used apps, I think, on the DeSo blockchain. And this option is awesome. I think Brian and I are going to try and come up with an idea of what we can use this recording feature for. Maybe we can do like a weekly show or a weekly interview or something where we record it and then post it. We'll have to wait and see, but I love the idea, and I think it's really awesome.
Yeah, yeah, and I think like we need to be better at using some of these DSO apps. It's just we've been so busy with everything that it's hard to really dive into everything like we should be doing. But Chris is amazing. We got to meet him in LA as well. Super smart guy. He's really passionate about what he's doing, and we call him Mr. Subscriptions because he's definitely pushing for on-chain subscriptions by the core team.
Yeah, I'm sure that could vibe very well with Vibehut, right?
Absolutely. So what's going on with Zirkles?
So Zirkle's teased a quote new, better, and easier on the eyes way to consume long form written content on their platform. And they said it is soon going live. We don't know exactly what it is, but I'm looking forward to it. I love what Zirkles is doing. Tony Lewis and Dennis H. Lewis, father and son combo there, have created an awesome app, and not just one app. They've created multiple really good apps, and I look forward to seeing what they do next.
Yeah, absolutely. I love Zirkles. I think that it has a tremendous amount of potential to kind of be the medium like node on the DeSo blockchain and on Web3 in general. So hopefully they keep pushing forward and adding new features, fixing things that they think will help users use it more. And I'm very confident in the team, Tony and Dennis.
Yeah.
So the top NFT bidders over the last 24 hours, according to NFTZ's stats, and they are as follows. Clay Oglesby was number one, followed by HR VAT, NFT Pets, Eat Green Apples, Jeremy G, Nigel NFT, Sarah NFTs, Rhinelf, Nordian, and 100 CM Cube. Lots of OGs in there. Nice to see some of those faces that we haven't seen in that list for a while. And the top diamond creators over the last 24 hours, according to our friends at Altum Base, are M. Her, who ran a really cool game where he is giving diamonds away for people who diamonded his post, which is pretty cool. Followed by Happy Rabbit, Shady Acres, Salil Sethi, who made that post that we talked about earlier with his Prospercircle launch. This Day in Music History, Michelle Lord, Yuchi, Krasenstein Us, Now and Then, and Stargazer. So congrats.
Yeah, and I just want to say, we're celebrating Salil Sethi today, and we're celebrating how he has created this new app. And you have this button that he gave you to celebrate things, but you don't use it on him. That's pretty messed up, Brian.
It was behind my cereal bowl. I forgot about it. I'll do it right now. Congrats to Lil Sethi.
All right, and that's all we have for you today. Have a great rest of your weekend, and we will talk to you tomorrow.